I'll let you count them. 50, who's got more than 15? Oh la, champion. Okay, give us your best one. Yep, the one you're proudest of. 9 plus 11 equals 20. Yep. Okay. Who's got a multiplication one? Yep, the guy here.
9 times 2 plus 1.
9 times 2 plus 1 equals 19. Yep. What have you got?
Hang on.
Still deciding. Up the back. This the new man.
9 times 9 take away 2 equals 79.
9 times 9 take off 2.
Take away equals 79.
Sorry, equals 79. Okay, yeah. That's right, I should have been able to do the math. What have you got? 12 times 9 plus 1 is 100. There's lots of 9 in that one. Okay. Sorry, go on, you got one?
99 take away 7.
99 take away 7
Equals 90 times 1.
90 times 1
Plus 2 plus 1.
plus 2 plus 1. La la. Anybody else proud?
9 take away 7.
Take away 1.
9 take away 7 take away 1.
No. So it's 9 take away 7 equals 10 take away 2.
Oh, so 9 take away 7 equals 10 take away 2. This is especially nice because it's the balance.
Yeah, I think I was saying that 10
Here? Yeah?
Thank you.
Is that what you said or is that my mistake?
No, you just have to get it.
You just have to get rid of
It's not right. Which one? 9 take away 7 is... What's now going to be real classroom Everyone's sitting there very quietly. 12 take away this on this side.
12 take away 10. And 9 plus 1 plus 9 equals 27.
9 plus 9 plus 9 equals 27. Very nice. Okay. If you're going to differentiate this, you wouldn't differentiate it, just by the way, because it's probably a 5-minute warm-up activity and you don't need to differentiate there. I was saying that because the lady last week came to me at half-time and said, I wouldn't have differentiated that task. And I said, no, neither would I. I'm just doing it because we know how to now. If you were differentiating and this task I've just set is for these kids here, tell me what you might do for those kids there.
You put them in order from smallest to largest.
Put what in order? These numbers? Yeah. What else? The answers don't have to be in there. Yep.
Do it with a calculator.
Yep. Yep. Use the number more than once.
Use greater than and less than.
Greater than and less than, that's great. Yep. What else? Why are you two laughing?
Nothing.
It's a boy's joke. Okay, what about this side? What are you going to do for them?
Use the numbers in like how they're written.
Have to use them in the order they're written. God, I might be there for hours perhaps. Yeah, but it probably can work. Have to use in the order written. Yeah. What else?
They have to use brackets or BODMAS that they've got to be.
Must use BODMAS.
More than one operation per algorithm.
Greater than one operation. Yep.
Negative numbers.
Negative numbers. Yep.
I just think they can't move the numbers around. Like they can,
Yeah.
They can do 90.
Oh, okay, yeah. Whatever. That's right, yeah. What else? about fractions? Could that be turned into fractions somehow? Yeah.
I did a similar thing to this with my group a while ago, and I found that there were kids who were using square root symbols.
Fantastic. Yeah, in the 5,
There were a
6.
couple of kids that I was really surprised, and I thought, whoa, I have so not realised where you are.
That's right.
So because it's so open-ended, it gives you a really good window into their mathematical thinking.
That's right,
And
yeah.
some of the kids did a group change after that.
That's right,
Because
yeah.
I realised that they might not have performed that well in their maths test, which was what I was basing a lot of the grouping on at the beginning of the year.
Open-ended tasks are certainly renowned for that. They show up the kids who otherwise you may overlook in the classroom.
Yeah, and early on in the year you do get, there are some, I don't know why, but in maths I think there's more kids likely to underperform in the test situation, and then, by the end of term 1, and I don't know if it's just a 5-6 thing, but I always seem to have to do a bit of a shuffle off.
Oh well, it's kind of psychologically it even makes sense, isn't it? There's a lot of pecking order stuff has to take place during term 1 for kids to even work out where they fit in the class. Everyone's trying to work out what it takes to be the teacher's pet. Okay. Well, yeah, who's not going to be the teacher's pet? Okay, I want us now to just recap for us who were here last time, recap on these guiding principles that we talked about, and for the people who weren't here last week, this will show you where we're coming from. We talked last week about the fact that a good place to begin whole school planning is to determine what are some non-negotiables. That when we go into maths classrooms in our school, there are some things that we expect to see in every maths classroom. Peter and Sullivan and I had done some work and come up with this list of things. You may put these to staff, you may have put them to staff, and they say, forget it, we don't want, the third one, or we want a 10th one added, or an 8th one added, or we disagree with this, or we disagree with that, or agree with that. But it's worthwhile having a conversation right from the start about what are the non-negotiables in the maths classrooms at our school, so that we begin with a whole school idea about what our maths looks like. And this was just a set that we talked about, and Peter and I thought if you start from here, it's not a bad place to begin. And that was the stuff about explicit number fluency every lesson, and from the sounds of the conversation out there, people are quite willing to at least say they're doing that, and it's going to be your role to make sure that they're saying what they're doing what they're saying. So some number fluency, and that's not about space, and it's not about structure, and it's not about measurement or chance or data. It's about number fluency. It's about automatic recall, and it's about thinking your way through numbers and the relationships between numbers. This, for the teachers, the explicit purpose for every lesson, that you don't begin a lesson unless you know what it is you're hoping the kids will get out of that. And from our example earlier, that is a great place for you to work out what are the questions you're going to ask the kids at the end of the session to find out, did you actually hit the mark with that purpose for the lesson. We discussed last week about whether or not teachers would be comfortable writing the purpose for the lesson on the blackboard or the whiteboard. In some cases they will, in some cases they won't, but they should be somewhere written in their work program or whatever it is that they put together to prove that they're being professional about their teaching, that when they go into the lesson they know what it is they're hoping to teach during that lesson. And when I say teach, sometimes the lessons will be, the purpose of this lesson is to consolidate, and the purpose of this lesson is to practice the skills that we already have, and sometimes the purpose will be to explore or investigate some new concept.